Hello, everybody. How's my friends? I hope everybody's doing well. Cotton Candy 65 and Smiley. Miss Sarah. Thank y'all for being here. We got Millie. Got Millie in the house. Let me see. This ain't wanting to work. Oh, we got Crooked Arrow. How you doing, Auntie Sherry? And we got Peggy. We got our Tennessee volunteer. Hey, thank you all for being here. Hey, Susie. How's it going? Hope everybody's had a good Saturday. It has been several days since I've been able to get on here and talk to you guys, but I've missed y'all so much. So, y'all come on in and sit down, get your notepads ready. We're going to do some talking about all the things with Sebastian. We're going to start at the very, very beginning. We're going to go through several. Hey, Mimi is six. Thanks for being here. Everybody's here, getting settled in. So I took off on Wednesday, or it was Tuesday night, and met up with my high school friends. And we spent the night in Galveston, and we had the best time. It was so good to see them and so good just to sit around, relax, talk, reminisce. We laughed, we cried, it was so good. So good. Made me feel like I was in high school with arthritis and hip pain and, all the things. But yeah, it took me back a little bit. It was really good. And we were texting some old friends and it was awesome. But I needed it. I needed it. Things at work have been really super crazy now. And just, my living situations just been a little frustrating, disappointing for myself. And it all kind of piles up on you after a while. Here we are on YouTube all the time, and there's drama there. And so just to get away and get to see people that had nothing to do with my everyday life here, but that knew me so well, and to be able to just sit around and talk and hang out. And we went and ate lunch, and we were, sitting there, on the ocean there, just birds walking in the little door, windows wide open. The breeze was amazing. It just did my whole complete body some good. And then I came home, and it all kind of went back to what it was. I did have an amazing time, and we are planning to do it again. And I am so thankful for it. Hey, Sandy, thanks for being here. But guys, I'm not joking when I say I came home, I got a video that was sent to me, and it was all about me. Hey, Dispatch Crystal. But yeah, a video all about me. And I don't care if people want to talk about how I present a story or talk about anything, whatever. But this one hit hard. It hit me in my heart. And they knew it would, because you see, it came from people that I used to be really close to. And I have written down, I've been thinking over it. I wrote it all down because I do not want to say anything here that's going to lead me into something that's going to turn into some anger. So I'm going to read my thoughts here. Marilyn and Sam, thanks for being here. I appreciate you all so much for being here. So if you see me reading, that's exactly why I'm doing this. Okay, guys? So from what I can tell, this video was put out months ago, or a month or so ago. I don't even remember. It was not any time recent. But you see, I used to follow this person. She was absolutely precious to me. I held her in high regards. I loved knowing that I had a friend I could call on to pray for me or pray with me. Over time, she got close to other YouTubers. You know, that was great, because as life and as time goes on, got to see her laughing, joking, having a good time, enjoying it all. But I noticed she was no longer doing her lives. The lives that she would do where she would read scripture from the Bible, the lives she would do where she would play the piano and sing to us. She would sing about Jesus. She would sing, and it would touch my heart. I loved it so much. Hey, Kathy, thanks for being here. You know, each and every one of us change. We've all changed since we started in this platform of true crime. We all change from being in one group of creators to another group of creators to another group. You know, you just kind of muddle your way around until you really find your group of people. And it's not just her, it's all of us that do that. Some people choose their groups by someone influencing them. Some, they just change because they become a little more confident in themselves. Things happened with this group of YouTubers behind the scenes, but I didn't have no part of that. I just had a phone call from this person that was so precious to me. And in this phone call, she was angry with a person. She was angry with what I would call the ringleader of this group. Things that she said during this phone call surprised me. It was all about this one person. I listened. I encouraged her to do what God was telling her to do. I encouraged her to do what was right for her. When it came to this other creator, she thanked me. She told me she loved me, and we hung up. I would have always been here for this person. Always, forever and ever and ever. I would have been there for her. But less than an hour later, the three of these people were on a live together, laughing, cutting up, joking, having the best time ever. You would have never known that less than an hour ago, there was some hate going on. All of a sudden, my wrenches were taken away. I started getting kicked out of Discord. All because I encouraged a friend, listened to a friend, and encouraged her to do what was right for her. A person that I loved and respected. I encouraged her to do what was right for her. That was it. I never said the words, leave that other person. Don't be their friend. None of that was ever said. Do what's right for you. Do what God's telling you to do. I no longer watch this group of people. I started seeing true colors come out. It didn't matter the wrenches, didn't matter the discord for me. Those are just things. The thing that hurt the most to me was not having this person in my life again, because that's how much I cared for her as a friend. The others, I don't know what the problem was with them. But I quit watching altogether. Unsubbed, no notifications. Someone else plays videos of theirs, I'll leave. I want nothing to do with this group. Obviously, they're in the bushes. They're still listening. They're still looking for something. I have no clue. I don't care. Now, I'm talking about all this and telling you guys about all this because if you hear this video or come across it, I want you to know the backstory. You hear me all the time. Y'all are always here with me. Y'all always support me. And I love and appreciate y'all so much for it. But this person used the subject of me losing my child to make this short video. And she was really pissed because I have accused Katie. I was not being nice to Katie. I called Katie out. And I will continue to call Katie out. How dare you, Crystal? How dare you use the loss of my son, throw in the loss of your two boys, to try and shame me into doing the right thing and not accuse a mother who's lost her child. But you see, Crystal, just as you, when I lost my son, I would have given anything and everything. I would have become that mad, crazy lady out searching for her child if there was the hope that I would be able to hug him, touch him, just like you would have done. And if Katie was doing any of those things, then I would not be calling her out. But she's not. You and I, we would have never ever thought of going to a bike rally. We would have never thought about going bike shopping. If there was an event for our child, we both would have been there in attendance, but not Katie. And if I want to call a person out, that is my God-given right, because I have this channel. If you don't like what I have to say, you can go away. No one influences me. I have friends in the true crime community, friends that I talk to on the phone, friends that I text with, but no one influences me. What you see with me is what you get. I am no different than what I was when I was hanging out with these people. None. But she is. But you know, it's funny to me how people want to tear you down, how they want to force you to think the way they do. There's lots of times you see people calling others out. This is what Crystal did to me. And no, it's not the Crystal that everybody talks about being crazy, Crystal. But what's funny to me is the fact that you're going to make this live or this video all about me trying to use my son and trying to just shame me into what? Leaving? I don't know. But I will tell you this. You and your little group better think twice, because I know things. And when you use my son to try to get against me, all bets are off. You know, this group, even the one who created the video, after 6 months, they all seem to be a little salty. But it's the way life goes. Right? It's how things are on the YouTube streets. And guys, I'm sorry I had to say that, but I had to, because I'm not going to allow someone to use my son to try to shame me into something. Not going to happen. People want to be all salty. They can be all salty. Because I sure as hell can fry it up. I can fry up some drama just as quick as they can. And that's not what I want. So, That's over. That's done. If y'all happen to see this little video, now you know the backstory. Anyway, is everybody ready to talk about Sebastian? Let's do this. I thought we could just kind of do some think tank stuff. So thank y'all for letting me vent and rage. I know that's not what you came here for, and I try to stay away from that mess. And people can talk about me, but she used the one thing she should have never used against me. And it's funny when people get into all that and think it's the right thing to do, they kind of forget that you know so much about them. But anyways, hey, everybody that's come in, Quinny and Kimmy K. Don't know who else I missed. Who else? Sin. Hey, girl. We'll go backwards here a little bit and see who else come in. Snuck in on me. Miss Kathy, thank you so much for being here. Rhonda, hey, hey. All right. Oh, there's Pearl Girl. Hey, hi. Victoria. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Sorry it came into a mess. But all right, let's get started. I'm shocked, but on the other hand, I'm not considered the source. Yes, Smiley. It was quite shocking to me, even though I knew the source. It was quite shocking. You don't do that. That's a line you don't cross, and she crossed it. Gloves are off. Oh, Millie, don't be sorry. It's all good. Like I said, I wanted to tell the backstory so you guys knew if you ever saw it or ever heard anything else about it. So it is what it is. Yes, ma'am. Anyways, sorry about that. Okay, so I thought we could start with February 26th. If anybody wants to create their own timeline, if you want to start from the very beginning, start taking your own notes, we're going to kind of cover it from there. Oh, thank you, Quinny. Thank you. That means a lot. Hey, little Miss Sharon. Thanks for being here. And everybody in the bushes. Thank y'all. But so February 26th is when Sebastian went missing. Let's take it a little further past or before the 26th and go back a little further. Chris said he had not seen Sebastian since the last time he was home, and that was the first part of February. We do have JLR. That he talked to the lady who was the waitress at the Texas Roadhouse by where Christopher was staying. She confirmed to him that he was hitting on her and trying to go out with her. So he hadn't been home in weeks, and he was hitting on the waitress, trying to get her to go out. I have seen this. I don't have a screenshot of it. I should have took one, I guess, but I didn't. Christopher Proudfoot does have a dating website. Now, this person, actually, the one I was just talking about, asked if Katie had a dating website, which she did not, but she didn't ask if Christopher had one because he definitely did, and it was current. Not confirmed is the fact that people were saying Katie was sleeping with a neighbor in the neighborhood. It was never confirmed other than Katie saying no. And let's see, not confirmed was Katie saying no. So now we're going to skip to Sunday, February 25th. We know a fun fact, Katie made breakfast that morning. She made spaghetti pancakes, y'all. They got a call to go pick up her niece. They go pick up the niece. They go to Costco or whatever store it was that's like a Costco. They came home to put their groceries away. They left a little time later. They went to the bowling alley to bowl. They went to Texas Roadhouse. About 6:30, they start heading home. Trash was taken out between 7:30, 8-ish. It was seen on camera, but however, it was just a dark figure. Could not tell for sure 100% if it was Sebastian. 9 o'clock, she tells Sebastian, bed, time to go to bed. He said, good night, Mom. Good night, puppies. And he went to his room. Oh, Auntie, me too. I just don't know. Now, I have a question at this point of the story. My question is, yes or no? I need Katie to answer me this question. Did Sebastian take his medicine? Because if he didn't, after that day of so much activity, so much movement and sounds and all the things involved, we know how that affects an autistic child. And even Katie said he has sound sensitivity. If he had not taken his medicine, that baby would be so worked up and just agitated, I could imagine. Now, if he had taken his medicine, we do have it confirmed by his father, Seth. He did take medication to go to sleep because he had a hard time going to sleep just on a normal day. So if he took this medication to go to sleep, they're not going to give him something that's just going to relax him a tiny bit. And the medication that was mentioned is a type of medication that's going to help him go to sleep. Within about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, that baby's going to be sleeping. His body's going to be relaxing. And it's probably going to take all of that just to get him to simmer down. Yes, with meds, Yes, he should have been more out. But doesn't an autistic child kind of, if they're that wore out, they can be so tired that they just kind of like, I don't want to say freak out, but they get really agitated quick and easy? Yes, she said, okay. Yes. So if he would have took this medicine to help him go to sleep, he would have been asleep before 10 o'clock. And I'm sure this is a type of medicine that's going to help him sleep all night. So his body gets a good 8 hours. So that means if he took his medicine to go to sleep, when 11 o'clock rolls around and there's a thud in his room, that would be something to go check out because he would be asleep. That medicine wouldn't be something that would make him hyper to still be awake. Yeah, zonked. Yes, for sure. Oh, she doesn't. Well, that's good for you, little Miss Sharon. Yeah, overstimulation. I'm sure that day it was like crazy overstimulation for him. And I know his body was exhausted and his mind probably was not wanting to slow down. Great. Hey, put that put that back on it. Sorry, y'all didn't need to see all my underarm. Okay. Anyways, I have a little one in here with me. She's crazy. But you would think if he's asleep because of his medication, that means that thud is crucial. Because what would it be? And if he took his medicine and his mother did not go in there at 11 o'clock to see what that thud was, shame on her. So at 6 a.m., I'm not even sure about the whole Katie and Chris 3 hour phone call. I don't even want to add that to the story because it has changed 101 times. So we don't know if he calls her to wake her up and tell her to go get on the bed, if he calls her and they talk the whole time, if she's actually studying a book, or if Sebastian didn't say anything when the thud happened, or if he starts saying yes, ma'am, or if he has a whole conversation. Because that's the stories we've heard just for those 3 hour times. So we're going to skip to 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock in the morning. Katie goes to wake up Sebastian. She said, 6 o'clock. He was not in the bed. She thought to herself he might be in the kitchen getting something to eat. Although she had passed the kitchen, she goes back into the kitchen to look. He's not there. So she starts to look for him. Her version of looking for her child, in her words, took her 1 minute. Just one. Now, she gets in her car and she calls Chris at 6:03 a.m. From 6 o'clock, your child is not in his bed. You go look in the kitchen. You look your whole entire house. You get in your car and you start to drive and you're on the phone with your husband. All of that in 3 minutes. Just three. 3 minutes from waking him up. 3 minutes. Now, if you're a mother that's going to go wake up your child, they're not in their bed. You go look in the kitchen, not there. She's already said he likes to hide in small places. So you check every closet, every under the bed, every cabinet, behind each door, under the couch, under the recliners, behind the TV center thing, wherever you look, all those places. You get in your car and you take off to go look for him and call your husband. There's not one of us that can do all of that in 3 minutes. That's crazy. And in my opinion only, she had no reason to look everywhere. She even said, like I said, he likes to hide. Did he go outside and hide sometimes? Because she never checked the backyard. She never checked the front yard. She didn't check on each side of the house. Just 1 minute it took her to search everything, she said. One. At 6:03, she's in the car driving around talking to Chris. They three-way the sheriff's department. She got home about 6:40. The sheriffs were there around 7 o'clock. 1 hour's gone. 1 hour. But yet, she searched everywhere in her house. How crazy is that? Yeah, Auntie, I agree with you. She said house to garage or to car in garage. I hope he was passed off to a safe place. Um, I agree with you, Kathy Gordon. Katie does need to speak truth and not lies. You don't look for what is not lost. Exactly. Oh, exactly, Pearl Girl. Okay. Yeah. Too many details means deception. And if you notice, there are a ton of details. Sometimes the question that gets asked, they give so many details about something other than that. See, wasn't Kathy there, and didn't Seth verify that, and wasn't that on the police scanners too, or call family was there? See, Molly, I'm not even sure about all that part. That's the bad piece of all of this. This one specific detail, and you can wrap it into one. The truth. Those two words, the truth. Because see here, Seth said Kathy was there when he got there. Well, Kathy herself had made a statement that she wasn't there until later that evening, around 5:30. I think it was. Don't quote me on that part. But I did hear her. She was not there till later that evening. This whole story is insane. Hi, Stella. Thanks for coming by. Let's see. Last night, I hear Kathy was in a chat saying now it was after 10 a.m. See, I heard her say like 5:30. But see, she's saying even if it was 10 a.m. Seth said he got there at what, 7:30, and she was there. I don't know. It's just insane. Nothing is holding up. Nothing in this whole case is making sense. No part of the story is exactly the same. Auntie said I'll be nice and call it fictitious. That's funny. Oh my goodness. They have, Mimi. They have changed the story so much. And that is what has made every single piece of this story so horrible. Because changing a massive piece of the timeline from 9 o'clock to midnight, open space here, open space. Sebastian goes to bed. What happened during this time? Okay, Katie and Chris were on the phone. Well, Katie was studying, and then they didn't talk till 9:45, and they hung up about 11:30. And then he had to wake her up at midnight to tell her to go to bed, put the dogs up before she goes to bed. I mean, the story keeps evolving. But people, the truth never changes. It never changes. I just don't, yeah, Rhonda, truth never changed. It never changed. They need to take Katie out by herself, talk to her, and she will crack with no backup. Exactly. I mean, there's, they want to complain about us as YouTubers putting out all these fake stories by just mentioning things. But the mention is part of this stupid timeline and the stupid stories that get told. And some of it even come from the fake phone calls, pretending to be somebody else that we know he's not. And it's sad. And I know what, so I didn't mean to get what, Smiley? I didn't mean to get your timeline off. I just thought on what I saw. Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, I've heard all of this. I've heard it. It's crazy. I mean, was the woman there or not? How simple is that? What time did she get there? Was it morning, noon, or night? It's easy when you're not lying. Oh, Stella. Stella thought she meant Chris when she said she slept with the dogs. Very good one. You know, my heart hurts for them because whatever happened, whatever involvement they have to live with that the rest of their lives. What do you have? Water. In what? Oh. Anyway, sorry. But they do. They have to live with that the rest of their lives. Hi, Ellie Mae. Um, it is a sad thing. And I am not shamed into making Katie into the poor little mother. I have told y'all before my story and me losing my son. I basically was a hermit, and I barricaded myself in my bed for damn near 2 years. It tore me up. I didn't want to see people. I didn't care if I woke up. But by golly, if there's a chance that my child is alive and out there somewhere, I am going to go to the end of the earth if I have to walk or crawl on my knees. I don't care. I'm going to do it. But Katie hasn't done that. She wants no part in a vigil for her child. People who care, people who want to find him, people who are out there looking while she's not. She goes to a Harley Davidson shop the day of a vigil. Someone saw her and Chris took a picture. She says, no, that was from a long time ago. Were you planning on Sebastian going missing? Because you obviously had Where is Sebastian t-shirts on in that picture. She's not a mother who is grieving her son. For me, I see her as a wife who's grieving what could happen to her and her husband, to herself, possibly involving her husband, or possibly even his family. That's what I see. And I see it because putting out a couple of flyers, buying a few yard signs, it doesn't cut it. Understand that police don't want you out searching because they don't want you to see if you find him. I get that part of it. But talking for yourself as his mother, that's huge. Not hiding behind his stepfather. Not leaving a house that your son could potentially come back home to. It's not a grieving mother. So if I call out Katie and I cause her more harm, and if she is completely 100% innocent, then my apologies to her. And I am a person who needs to repent, and I will. But from everything I see right now, she's the one that's worried, not me. But guys, I'm going to stop this about right here. We're going to keep your notebooks close by because we're going to go over that first month time pretty soon. And we're just going to keep going through the whole thing. I know there's a lot of people that have come in that's missing a few pieces here and there, and maybe we'll be able to cover it. So if y'all ever have questions or whatever, email it to me. We will get it answered. Somebody somewhere is going to know the answer to it. So I do love you guys. And I apologize for bringing so much drama into this at the very beginning. I wanted an explanation to you so that if you see that video, you'll understand it. Stella, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome, welcome. I am still working on the members live. I have not forgot about our members. I am working on that live so that I can tell you guys some stuff that I've heard. Nothing is confirmed. Nothing is anything like that. So don't be thinking I'm telling something like that. But it's things that I just can't bring out to everybody. So if you want to get in on that part of it, it's just some things that I've been told. So I'm going to share with our members. But welcome aboard, Stella. Welcome to the craziness. We love each other over here. We respect each other over here. And we want nothing but justice for these kids. Rhonda, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome aboard, Rhonda. I appreciate y'all so much. I am so fortunate to have such good people. Millie. Oh, thank you, Millie. Oh, guys, if y'all were gifted a membership from Millie, please, please, please make sure you thank her. She is so precious. And Stella, thank you for that. I'm glad you like the show. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Tennessee. Yeah, y'all are so sweet. Thank y'all so much. We will get back together pretty soon, and we're going to go over some more stuff. But in the meantime, if there's something you want to talk about or you want to bring it up or discuss it or come on panel with me or whatever, guys, y'all just send me an email because this is your channel too. But thank y'all for letting me vent, get all that off my chest earlier, walk through this little bit, and we've already seen so much deception here. So much. And it is such a shame because Sebastian is still missing. And there's nothing much being done from his mother and his stepdad. And it's a sad thing. Y'all stay good. I love you all. Just remember to be kind to everybody. They might just be on their last little bit, and your kindness might just be what it takes to give them hope. Let's all try to avoid the drama, which is better said than done on this channel, or not this channel, but this platform here. But we're going to do our best. And just remember, y'all are all, each and every one, so precious to me. I've missed y'all not getting to be live right now. Hold on. And I am going to come back pretty soon. Y'all are so sweet. But with that, I'm just going to say I love it. I love and cherish each and every one of y'all. Have a super great day, and I will be seeing you soon. Love and hugs, everybody. Mwah. Bye.